Ever wondered why the world seems to be in a constant state of financial motion? Why countries, corporations, and even individuals are always chasing growth? A big part of the answer lies in a single, powerful concept: debt. It's the invisible hand that shapes our modern world, and today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see how it works. Let's start with the basics. When you take out a loan, whether it's for a car, a house, or your education, you're creating debt. You promise to pay back the principal amount plus interest. Now, imagine this on a global scale. Governments borrow to fund everything from infrastructure to social programs. They issue bonds, which are essentially IOUs, to investors, other countries, or central banks. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. Debt allows governments to invest in the future, stimulate the economy during downturns, and provide essential services without having to raise taxes immediately. It's a tool for growth, but here's where it gets complicated. The entire modern banking system is built on debt. When you deposit money in a bank, the bank doesn't just let it sit there. It lends most of it out to other people and businesses. This is called fractional reserve banking. In essence, banks create new money out of debt every time a new loan is made. The money supply expands. This fuels economic activity, encourages spending, and drives innovation. Think about it. Most of the major projects and businesses you see around you were likely funded, at least in part, by borrowed money. This system creates a powerful incentive for constant growth. Why? Because all this debt has interest attached to it. For the system to remain stable, the economy must grow at a rate that's fast enough to cover all the interest payments. If growth slows down, defaults can start to cascade, leading to financial crises like the one we saw in 2008. This is why you constantly hear politicians and economists talking about GDP growth. It's not just a number. It's the engine that keeps the debt-based system running. Debt also creates complex power dynamics. On the world stage, countries that are major creditors hold significant influence over debtor nations. They can sway policy decisions, negotiate favorable trade deals, and shape international relations. Organizations like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank provide loans to developing countries, but these often come with conditions, requiring governments to adopt certain economic policies. So, in many ways, debt acts as a form of global governance, influencing the destinies of nations. On a personal level, debt shapes our lives profoundly. Mortgages determine where we live. Student loans affect our career choices. And credit card debt influences our daily spending habits. We live in a culture that often encourages borrowing to maintain a certain lifestyle. This can create a cycle where we work to pay off debts, only to take on more debt to keep up. It's a treadmill that can be incredibly difficult to step off of. So, is debt a villain? Not exactly. It's a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. It has fueled unprecedented progress and lifted millions out of poverty. But its very nature demands perpetual growth on a finite planet and creates systems of control that are both subtle and powerful. Understanding how debt works is the first step to navigating the modern world more consciously, both for ourselves and for society as a whole. What are your thoughts on the role of debt? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into how our world works.